Hello and good day and good afternoon and good wherever you are. It's a dandy day here. A little chilly. It's been rain all day, but it's clearing up, as you can probably tell. We are here all together. I want to tell you about where we're at in this market. In particular, XRP. This is a focus about our favorite X coin. This moment in this market is that platform, that place where if you've had friends who are in the middle of deciding, gee, I don't know, $3 sounds really expensive. Well, I don't think too much longer $3 is going to sound too expensive. It might sound pretty cheap. We are in October, as we all know. Dogs going everywhere. The camera's in jeopardy. So I know you've heard all that before. You've been hearing about it. You've been hearing me talk about the fall. You heard me talk about, hey, well, when Wall Street's out of town, it's no good to us. We'll wait till the second half of September and October and then the rest of the year. Well, there's where we're at, obviously. We're there. But I want to talk about a deeper level of what it is you own. And I'm not talking about XLM even. I'm not even talking about Ondo or HBAR. Ethereum, Bitcoin. I'm talking specifically about XRP. Let's look. I'm going to call it $3 today. I want to say it's trading right around 305, something like that. And all of them are up a good, Bitcoin I think was up $13,000 in the last 7 days. So they're all doing pretty good again. That's such a micro view of crypto. You shouldn't really be looking at it like that, but I really want you to focus on XRP in particular. Which coin in the last 6 months has done better? None. Why isn't anybody focused specifically on about this coin? We got the ETFs, we got everything going on with it, the AMMs, everything. Everybody's happening. Everybody's excited about where it's going. Media starting to whisper about it. I know many people think it's a big conspiracy. It's not a big conspiracy. That's not it. Okay, I'm just telling you that's not it. If you look at the market share, the size of the coin of XRP, if clearly it's, I don't know, 3-4% of the entire market. That's about how much media it gets, which is very little. That's all about to end. Now, I can't prove that. I don't know that for sure. But it is one of those coins. It's probably one of the most important coins, in particular, the last 6-9 months, ever since pretty much 10 months, we'll call it. 12 months now, I think about it. Last October, right? We're up 5x from then. And at one point, we're up 6. So which coin is it probably most important for everybody to get their tax advantage? In other words, you can spend this coin. That's right, that's what they're talking about doing. The current administration, whether or not you like the orange man or not, does not matter. He's about to benefit you in some way or another. You can accept his gratitude, or you can still continue to dislike the man, and that's your world, and that's your beauty, and that's the beautiful part about a free world. Totally well within your rights to do so. There's this little thing he keeps talking about, and I've been talking about on the show ever since the word tariff came to be, and everybody told you, oh, all the food's going to be gone off the shelves, and it's going to be the most terrible thing there is for the economy. Well, I referred back to the 1850s through the 1880s, and that was the biggest boom history in Americans' history. Shouldn't say that. It was the most deflationary time in Americans' history. In other words, if you held on to your US dollars, you were richer 2 weeks later, noticeably richer by the end of the month. I mean, what a concept. Can you imagine? That's right. Shortly after that, they determined that it was really important that you and I understand that it's very valuable for everybody to have 2% inflation annually. Yeah, that's so beneficial to lose 2% of your net worth so that in 50 years you've lost the value of everything you've owned. Yeah, that sounds valuable. Anyway, those guys came along. They're getting beat up, as you all well know. Dollars getting beat up. There's a lot of things getting beat up around the world. in particular, anything to do with that imperialistic European 1,000-year-old monarchy, is just not looking good whatsoever. Who's beating it up? People trying to go back to a traditional what worked 150 years ago. How did it work? Did it work well? Was it working for the people? Can we just get a little bit of that back? Yes, there's people doing that right now in our government. What would I say to you if they gave everybody in America $1,500? Every household. Okay. What if I said to you that every household in America should buy, well, it'd be a beautiful world if everybody bought XRP. So let's see, it's $1,500, so we'll call it $3 to be even. So that's what, 500 coins, right? So everybody in every household in America could buy 500 XRP. I'd say that'd be a pretty good day. I'd say it'd be a good month. It'd be a fantastic 6 months. Is everybody going to do that? No, absolutely not. Do I think they should promote it? Yeah. They should promote a top 10 project, which it is, and they're about to eliminate the taxation of the whole thing, because when you're encouraging people to buy these coins and they go up in value and the coins go up in value, it's not like a gasoline, a car, or labor, or anything else going up in value, or in price, I should say. It's not inflationary. I know. Because it's an inanimate object that is not part of what you need: food, water, shelter. That is a place you pour gifted money or inflationary style of money that you've, I don't know, taken from other nation states to do business in our country, and you give it back to benefit the people. Almost identical to what they do in Alaska. All the citizens of Alaska, I think it's once a year now, but it used to be twice a year, they get a dividend check or whatever it is for the pipeline that goes through the middle of their country and the oil they extract from their country, their state. May as well be a country. Those people get a dividend check, if you will, a compensation. It was a deal they signed way back when. Colorado gets the same thing for marijuana sales. And it just makes so much sense. You're tariffing all the people that use your product, okay, or abusing your backyard, if you will, and you're giving people their compensation back. It works great. You just don't want it going into like what happened in COVID. The car prices went ridiculous. Everybody spent it all on cars. I saw a report just the other day that had you bought, what was it, if you'd bought Bitcoin with the $1,500, it'd now be worth $22,000 if you'd kept it since 2020. I mean, you know, pretty cool. Kind of, you know, it's probably multiples of beyond that if you look at Solana or some of the others. The reason why I keep bringing up XRP is not just because I think it's the most important utility coin going forward, and that I'm wearing the hat. Thanks, Kenny. And it's more about how do we get money from here to there perfectly? How do we exchange that money from A to B? How do we do that with all of our retail places, all of our wholesale, all of our banking? Simple. The one coin that was designed to do exactly that. It's perfect. So when people go to spend something, they're going to use it on the XRPL. That would be perfect. Perfect situation. It's not creating inflation. It's handing wealth to the people. It's giving people finally, an avenue for storage of wealth, like what I was talking about back in the 1850s, when if you held on to something, it went up weekly, monthly. By the end of the year, your money was worth more. Getting back to a sound, fundamental monetary system, but still is perfect in its utility and its ability to transact globally. There, I just solved the whole world's problems right there. We're good to go. They're about to start handing people cash. Turn the trash into crypto. They need to get on a campaign slogan for this. They need to get rocking on it now. I know why he's handing the money out, because they got the midterms coming up and it's politics. And what do? You print money and you hand it to the people. Only this time he doesn't have to print the money. He's handing it to the people because we earned it. And you're paying them back. Who can't get behind that? It's a beautiful thing. So when we talk about October, what's going on now? Why is October always in October? I talked about it. Wall Street's kicking in the gears. They've got to make good profit between now and January, before January 1st. Actually, before Christmas, before the holidays, because nobody does anything in December anymore. The whole month is pretty much shot. You got maybe the first week, maybe two at best, and then the company parties are every night. There's absolutely no way they're going to carry those assets through to the first. So I'm thinking we're looking at, you've got about till December 1st for a nice hard bump. I think you're going to see a little decline around the first of the year. And then like we always have, we have some sort of late January, February, March, and it pumps. Almost always. Because, hey, brand new slate, brand new year. Hey, what are we going to do? The acknowledgement of crypto's come a lot farther along. Let me tell you, Fantasy, my brother, I was up on the hill. My brother calls me. Hey, Al, you know that stuff you were talking about 8-10 years ago about crypto? Forbes magazine. I just read an article in Forbes magazine about talking about how Bitcoin's going to be $1 million. He goes, wow, man. Hey, Alan, how's it feel to be right? I'm reading this article. It sounds like my brother 10 years ago. I don't care to be right. I talk about that a lot on this channel. I don't care to be right about it. I don't do brownie points. I don't sit around the barbecue and throw it in people's faces. I'm still trying to persuade people to understand what you own. Would I convince somebody to buy Bitcoin today if they were just beginning into crypto? Absolutely not. I just don't think the multiples and the ROI is there. Now, if they're wealthy, I would say, hey, you might want to put a percentage of your money in there because it is a perfect storage of collateral. What's coming for XRP is here. The government's behind it. All banking systems are acknowledging it. 26 is right around the corner. I don't need to tell you what the end of this month and November means. ETFs, legislation, ISO, all of that is coming to a head. You've watched all that other YouTube channels explain it all to you. But big picture is when your brother doesn't know anything about crypto, starts telling you, hey, look out, it looks like mainstream's headed your way, Al. That's the tipping point. That's when you start to see it. What do we need? 312, 316, somewhere in there for XRP, and it's going to take off. So do we need another 10, 15 cents? I'm going to say 315, 320, somewhere in there. And this thing's going to blow right past its previous high. How many coins in the top 10, other than maybe Solana and Bitcoin, now that I think about it, XRP and Ethereum, are within 5% of their all-time high? Not many. Those I just named for sure. Do you see the cream rising to the top? I don't care what you think of the other three projects. What I'm saying is the cream's rising to the top. And now you're part of the cream. If you're in this for XRP. You're part of the cream. But the most important thing when the public starts coming in and they start reading Forbes magazine is number. Again, we go over this a lot. What do we have Bitcoin? 121,000. What do we have? 4,000 and something with the Ethereum. Yeah, BNB, that's, I don't know, $800 now. You got Solana's what, 250 or something. And then they look over and, hey, look at this one's $3. Oh, wow, it's up from $3 to 350. Somebody said it's something like an all-time high for 3. Look at that. Look where it's at. Maybe it's relevant. Because one of my great professors, when I was a young man studying to be a stockbroker, way back when dinosaurs roamed the earth, this professor taught me this one very valuable point. And it's valuable today, even today. When you look at the S&P, when you look at the NASDAQ, when you look at gold, when you look at crypto, when you look at the assets of the face of this planet, he said, everybody wants to buy the bottom. Nobody's capable. You did. You bought XRP at 20 cents. Just in the last 4 years, you bought it in the 20s, 30s, 40s. I'm going to call that the new bottom. 50 cents. We were at 50 cents for 3 years on this channel. He said, always buy a stock within 5% of its all-time high. Don't buy the bottoms. Trash sits at the bottom. And I always thought, he's wrong. I'm tired of this old man, this old professor teaching me how to be this young buck stockbroker, and I'm going to go out there and crush the world, and he's wrong. I'm going to look for blood in the streets. Yeah, blood in the streets is a good way to buy too. Nothing wrong with that. It's just that 4-year wait that we've been through. Whew, it's tough. It's brutal. If you can find the coins that are close to their all-time high at a time when the market's about to take off, when liquidity is about to come into the market, when the entire world who owns crypto understands where we're at, they're not ready to just sell it when it's up 5-10%. They're looking for a bull, and this whole market's coming to us and the public's coming in. Lowest number of clicks in search engines for crypto is now. Lower than ever before. We're there. We're at that window in time. Do I know it's going to happen? No. Obviously, I couldn't know that. What I do know is something brought you here. I talked to you. I literally met 1,000 people. More than that. Thousands of people. Through conventions, through phone calls, through emails, through all of it. Thousands of you. And I'm going to kind of end with this because it's really important and it's somewhat deep to a lot of people. There's this overriding theme to every conversation when I'm able to have a discussion with people at any length, in particular when it comes to this coin. Alan, I don't know how I got here. It chose me. I didn't choose XRP. It found me. I didn't want to even like it. There were so many other coins that I really wanted to, and it kept drawing me over to it. And then when I meet the people of our community, and I get to talk to many of you, like I said, thousands of you, it's crazy. The coin, the story is nearly identical. I don't know, I just resonated with it. I just felt it. I knew it was the one. I saw it on the screen, it called to me, and I just felt good about it. Ever since I did, I had to wait and wait and wait, Alan. I've been holding this coin for 6 years and 7 years and 5 years, and I can't believe we're there, and I can't believe it went up 5x, Alan, and I think that's only the beginning. What if it 5x's again, Alan? And I'm calling for that. I'm calling for $15 by the end of the year. I know it's probably going to go higher than that. I don't know. It might not even go that high. It might get stuck at 8 or 9 or really trip on $10. It could really have a hard time breaking $10. I don't know. I don't know because I'm just a guy. I'm a really busy guy these days, and I have to apologize. I haven't made a lot of videos lately. I'm doing deals, and I'm doing big deals. And I'm doing those deals because I had that same feeling. I knew it was the coin. I knew it was the place, and I knew it was the time. And when I bought all of that at 20 cents, and then it went to $3, well, I had a lot better than 5X. I didn't get rich. I'm not saying that. But it gave me that confidence, that knowing I nailed the trade. And I don't like to say I got it right. I like to say that I did the diligence. I used my level-headedness. I did the homework. I read the reports. I resonated with the people that do incredible YouTube videos, and I bought the coin. The coin. And it's the next ROI coin. It's the next Solana. That's what I really believe. And Solana's blown up and made millionaires out of it. We're next. We're next. And it's clear as day to this old guy. By the way, those deals that I'm making are monumental to this man and my family and the people around me and the many charities in which that will benefit from it. You might want to get to my show. I have a show in late January, 29, 30, 31. I'm going to blow your mind. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to blow people's minds. It's clear as day. Because I've seen it. I've witnessed it. And I know it's coming. What's coming? I can't wait to share. It's big for all of us. It's important to take care of those who cannot take care of themselves. With that, I hope you all have an incredible Saturday and Sunday. I love you all very much, and I promise I won't be so long in my next monologue video out here with the dogs. All right? Know that I love you all. We're all in this together, and let's crush it. All right, I'm out.